Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjam Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjam Bihari Gopi Jana Balabha Giri-gahvare Gopi Jana Balabha Giri-gahvare Jasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjam Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjam Bihari Gopi Jana Balabha Giri-gahvare Gopi Jana Balabha Giri-gahvare Jasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayam Vishnu Pad Paramahams Parivajrakacharjam Astatarisadashishima His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Tri Dandi Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Bhatita Pavana Savior the Fallen Souls Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada flooding the whole material world with a tidal wave of super ecstatic Krishna Prema ki jai. Jayam Vishnu Padbhyāṁ Zabadi Vijakacharja Ashtatadasadashi Shemad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Premsaka Ho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shamakon Radhakon giri-gahvare ki jai. Vrindavan Dhama ki jai. Mayapur Dham ki jai. Navadip Dham ki jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Ganga Mayi ki jai. Jamuni Mayi ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Tusi Devi ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaura Premananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to His Divine Grace. Srila Prabhupada Namo Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prestaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Sarasvate Devi Gauravani Pacharine. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtita Desha Tadine.
The recording has started.
So today we're blessed with the opportunity to study Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 50, text number 54 and 55. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Siddharmam Parijatam Cha.
I think something is wrong. It's 10:51, 27 to 29.
Oh, it was written down. The paper said the wrong thing.
10:51, 27.
Oh, we have a whole other, in a different chapter?
No, yeah, 10:51. Is
Oh.
27. 27, 28, and 29.
Okay. Change of venue here. 10th Canto, Chapter 51, text 26, 27, 28, and 29. 27, 28, 29, Chapter 51. Śrī Mucukundam uvāca. Bhavān samprāpto. Vipine giri-gahvare. padma-palāśābhyāṁ. Vicarasy uru-kaṇṭake. Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. Bhavān samprāpto. Vipine giri-gahvare. padma-palāśābhyāṁ. Vicarasy uru-kaṇṭake. Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. Bhavān samprāpto. Vipine giri-gahvare. padma-palāśābhyāṁ. Vicarasy uru-kaṇṭake.
Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. O bhavān samprāpto. Vipine giri-gahvare. vicarasya uru-kaṇṭake. Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. Ko bhavān samprāpto. Vipine giri-gahvare. Padbhyām padma-palāśābhyāṁ.
Bhavān samprāpto, vipine giri-gahvare, padma-palāśābhyāṁ, vicarasi uru-kaṇṭake, Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. Śrī Mucukunda said, Ka, who, bhavān, are you? Iha, here, samprāpto, arrive together with me, vipine, in the forest, giri-gahvare, in a mountain cave, padbhyām, with your feet, padma, of a lotus, palāśābhyām, which are like the petals, vicarasi, you are walking, uru-kaṇṭake, which is full of thorns. Translation by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Śrī Mucukunda said, who are you who have come to this mountain cave in the forest, having walked on the thorny ground with feet as soft as lotus petals? Text 28. Kam svit, svinvit tejasvani vam tejo, bhagavan va vima vasu, surya soma mahindra va lokapalo paro piva. Perhaps you are the potency of all potent beings, or maybe you are the powerful god of fire, or the sun god, the moon god, the king of heaven, or the ruling demigod of some other planet. Text 29. See, here we go. Manye tvam deva devanam tarayanam purusharshabham yadbhatase gahadivantam patipa prabhyayata. I think you are the Supreme Personality amongst the three chief gods, since you drive away the darkness of this cave as a lamp dispels darkness with its light. For report, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti points out that with his effulgence, Lord Krishna dispelled not only the darkness of the mountain cave, but also the darkness in Mucukunda's heart. In Sanskrit, the heart is sometimes metaphorically referred to as a guha cavern, a deep and secret place. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam tam sujivam sadaitam savadutam parijana sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyanya Deshatarine. So, we are something like this fellow Mucukunda in the dark cave of illusion. But we're very much blessed that Krishna is shining this brilliant light of knowledge to enlighten our hearts, to bring us out of this dense, deep darkness of delusion and confusion. Right now we're suffering like anything: birth, death, old age and disease, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, to an endless quagmire of species, millions and millions of species. And now, with the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Tato Brahmajiyogasa, we have gotten this human form so that we can actually wake up. We can actually be who we are. Would you like to be who you're not? But yet we're being forced by the modes of nature due to our misidentification of the matter to be something we're not. Isn't that madness? To be something that you're not? But yet we're doing that. It's a masquerade. We're masquerading ourselves. I am this, I am that, I'm elephant, I'm crocodile, I'm a human being, male, female. You see? Going on and on and on in this endless quagmire of delusion. It's been going on how long? Since time immemorial. We cannot calculate. One say, how is that possible that we fell down from the spiritual world, but we've been here eternally conditioned or eternally liberated? Some may wonder how you can be either eternally liberated or eternally conditioned. How the eternally liberated can be eternally conditioned. Well, the real answer is time doesn't act in the spiritual world, you see. We were in the realm of timelessness, but as they say, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Let's check it out on the other side, you see. Why be the servant of God? Why not be God? You see? So as soon as that desire to be the supreme became the predominant in our hearts, then we enter into this realm of time. So since the crossing point, the Viraja River, you see, between the two dimensions, you enter from timelessness into time. So since you left the world of timelessness, there was no time when you left. Since there's no time that you left, that means we're actually here eternally. So it's a little hard to understand logically, but if you think about it deeply, we can be eternally conditioned. Because there's no time when we actually left the spiritual world, the realm of timelessness. You see. So anyway, here we are eternally going on again and again and again through this quagmire. But these great personalities have come, Srila Prabhupada, the predecessor acharyas, they have come to bless us with this ability, this technique to get out of this madness. We desire actually experience of bliss. That's our nature. We're bliss seekers by nature, pleasure seekers by nature. So That's why we're trying to squeeze happiness in this place. The difficulty is there's no happiness here. There's only illusion of happiness. So we're trying to squeeze to get some pleasure out of this place. But no matter how hard we squeeze, we can't even get one minuscule drop out of genuine happiness out of this place. But these great acharyas, especially our beloved founder acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, who has come to enlighten the whole material existence with Krishna consciousness. If we take advantage of that wonderful mercy from Srila Prabhupada, then we can actually get a little taste of what it means to be Krishna conscious. Even just a little drop is enough to get us started, you see. We might have the full taste yet. Here we are struggling neophytes, but just a little taste, you see. A little taste of the actual nectar can inspire us more. Yes, give me more of that taste, you see. Now the Mayavadis, they say taste is false. We want to go to tastelessness. But if you think about it, they want to taste tastelessness, which is contradictory. They want to taste tastelessness. So the desire to taste is there even in the Mayavadi, you see. But he's going about it in the wrong way, you see. Actual taste is there in the spiritual world, in that loving relationship with the Supreme Person. So what we actually crave is that taste we actually crave is that a loving relationship with a person who won't cheat us, you see. The difficulty is in this material world we're being cheated again and again and again and again, not getting any satisfaction in any relationship. Even I remember back when I was a kid, there was a popular song, I can't get no satisfaction. So that's the singer said, I'm going here, I'm trying this, I'm smoking that, but I can't get no satisfaction. That's the situation here. We try to get we try to be satisfied in this way, in that way, as a Brahma, as an Indra, as an Indra Gopa germ. We try to be satisfied again and again and again, but we can't get any satisfaction. Because we're trying to be satisfied in an artificial atmosphere which is not in accordance with our actual selves. We're trying to be satisfied in a way which is in relationship with the covering of the self instead of the actual self. So, if we actually take advantage of our beloved Srila Prabhupada, who's showing us, you see, how we can get taste. Just like when the old days when Prabhupada came here and started this movement with, all he had was a pair of kartals, and that was and 40 rupees and a pair of kartals. But he got his first disciples were from the hippies. Hippies were trying to get taste from illicit sex and intoxication. So why do they give up illicit sex and intoxication and take to Krishna consciousness? Why do they do that? Because I can see, here is this person, this A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, he's tasting something better than us, better than our illicit sex, our girlfriends, our intoxication, our LSD, our marijuana. He's tasting something better than us. He looks like he's getting more taste from chanting Hare Krishna than we're getting from illicit sex and intoxication. So let's give the Swami a try. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And by golly, it worked. That's it. And some of us didn't meet Prabhupada in the beginning. We met the people who had been touched by Prabhupada. Prabhupada was so powerful that even you didn't directly be touched by him, just to be touched by those who were touched by him, you would get the experience, you see. Just like in my case, I was there in Austin, and Vishnu Jan Swami shows up one day. And he was tasting something, amazing experience he was tasting by chanting Hare Krishna. And this thing called prasadam, and it was really something special. You see. Let's give it a try. You see. So by giving this Krishna consciousness a try, we've tried so many things, they didn't work. Let me try this one too, and if you really take it sincerely, and not trying to cheat the process and use it for your sense enjoyment, if you take it sincerely, you actually experience something simply wonderful from him. Something very wonderful and sublime and divine. The divine nature of the self is the real self, not the mundane nature, the covered nature. We're actually looking for that pure loving relationship. And the beauty of this process is when you give your love to that supreme lovable person who's the root of all existence, then your love becomes perfectly manifest in every arena, in every sphere. By loving Krishna, you can love everyone, even your enemies you can love. Even the grasshopper, even the microbial germs floating in the air, you become the perfect lover of all living beings. So that feels pretty good, you see. What's it called? Krishna consciousness. When you can actually come to that dimension of consciousness, where you can have perfect, unlimited, loving feelings towards every living entity through all existence, that feels pretty good because you're also one of the living entities. You love yourself too, automatically. Not selfishly, but selflessly, you love yourself when you love Krishna because you're part of Krishna. So you don't get left out when you surrender to Krishna. That's when you have the greatest gain. The greatest gain is there. Worth more than millions of dollars, millions of rupees, millions of followers, millions of girlfriends or wives, whatever. This is the supreme nectar of existence. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just like that verse, Tunde Tandamadang Vitinite Tandami. Love. That Rupa Goswami is so wonderfully explained. I do not know how much nectar these two syllables Krishna produced. Because when I vibrate Krishna, there's so much nectar. My mouth, I need to have a lot of mouths for this. My one little mouth, little itsy bitsy teeny weeny mouth, but it can hold. There's so much nectar here. Krishna, give me millions of mouths, and when the vibration enters the ears, I need billions of ears. And then when Krishna, the beautiful thing is when you have Krishna on your lips and Krishna in your ears, what's the next thing? Krishna dances in the courtyard of your heart. Can you imagine having Krishna dancing in your heart? Wow. That's what actually happens when the mouth gets full and the ears get full. The next step, and Krishna dances within your heart. And the mind becomes completely conquered. Rupa Goswami says all the senses become inert. Doesn't mean they're dead. It means they become materially inert. They become materially inert and spiritually activated like anything. That's why Prabhupada explains that actually you can see Krishna face to face, eye to eye. That's an amazing platform of pure devotional service. Just like devotees like Prabhupada, they can see Krishna directly. Just like it says, Vrindavan parijajana pada egam gacchati. Krishna says, I never step a single foot outside of Vrindavan. That means Krishna is right here, right now. He's not wearing a coat either. Krishna is right here, right now, for those who have to see him. I pray for that day when I can see him. But he's actually here right now, having his pastimes at this very place. Right here in Vrindavan, the pastimes are going on. So I was explaining the other day, it's actually there, and we're actually seeing him, but we're not seeing him. Because he's within every atom, between every atom. It's kind of like this. Those who have thick glasses, they take out the glasses, just a blur out there, you see. So right now it's a blur. Krishna's there, but he's blurred out because of our lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, envy. He's blurred out, you see. When you put on the glasses, you actually see him. Of course, that's called, for us, it means seeing to the eyes of Scripture. There's another seeing described by Brahmaji. Premanjana charita bhakti valochanena santaksadaiva hridayesha valokayanti yang shama shunya ramachintya ganatsvarupam govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shama Sundar, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts, for the eye of devotion tinged with the salve of love. Srila Prabhupada mercifully explains, not only they see him within and without, they see Krishna everywhere, you see. So I was explaining in my previous lecture, this Prem Anjana, this is the ointment of love of God. Just like when we have what's called murine for the eyes in the U.S., this little eye ointment. You sprinkle in your eyes, it helps your vision. Murine, they call it. So we have another type of ointment here. It's the ointment of love, you see. But this ointment is not put on the eyes. This ointment goes to the ears. The more you can hear, the more we hear about Krishna, his qualities, his pastimes, his teachings, his entourage, his paraphernalia, his flute, the peacocks, the Jamuna, all these things in relationship with Krishna, the more we hear, it purifies our vision, you see. So we have to go on hearing. This is the key. Hearing is the whole foundation. That's why we that's why we go into the japa, into the kirtan, and the bhagavatam. We keep hearing, and reading is also there. Reading is silent hearing. You see. Reading. It's also hearing. So when we take this Krishna katha, what does Krishna say? Machchita magata prana, bodhyanak parasparam katayantashtamam nityam teshantita brahmantacha. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me, their lives are fully surrendered to me, and they derive what? Tashtantita brahmantacha, a great satisfaction and bliss by enlightening one another and conversing about me. I remember in my brahmachari days, that was one of the greatest pleasures. I remember just sitting in the brahmachari ashram talking about Krishna. What did you realize about Krishna today, Prabhu? I remember those days. Tashtantita brahmantacha, sharing realizations about Krishna. So this is the wonderful thing. All of us have some realization. You have a realization. We all have realizations, you see. Everyone, that's why we're here. Everybody in this room has some realizations, although you wouldn't be here, isn't it? Unless you're that one thief who came to the meeting. But even he got the blessing. You know the story of that thief? There was a discourse going on, Bhagavat discourse, and the thief, he came to check it out. Maybe that's somebody I can steal their stuff here during the meeting. Maybe I can do a little thievery here during this Bhagavat discourse. But he got carried away by hearing the description from the Bhagavat reciter explaining there's this place called Vrindavan, and there's a little boy there named Krishna, and he's loaded with valuable jewels, wandering all alone in the forest. So that thief got all excited. Oh, wow. Really? A little boy wandering all alone? So anyway, he ended up going to Vrindavan, and because of intense desire, tatalayam, because of intense desire, intense eagerness, he actually saw Krishna. And first of all, he asked Krishna to give the jewels, and Krishna said, no, my mother will scold me. But then by that association with Krishna, he became a pure devotee and surrendered himself to the Lord. So even though he came to the meeting as an ulterior motive, you see, he also heard, in that hearing, brought in the point of liberation. So whether you come here to sincerely hear, even with an ulterior motive, anybody who hears this Bhagavatam, this Hare Krishna Kirtan, anyone who hears, whatever reason they hear, they get purified, you see. So this hearing is the great message, is the great healing balm that can actually solve all the problems of the world going on. So you want everybody to hear this vibration, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There's great potency in this hearing. So we can go everywhere and say Hare Krishna to people. And just in our normal business dealings, Hare Krishna. I gave these story the other day. I went to the dentist and I said Hare Krishna. And then the end of the treatment, he said, what was that you were saying in the beginning? I said, oh, that's the that's the Hare Krishna mantra. I told him the philosophy in a nutshell. And then he was very interested. I gave a little lecture there on the dentist chair, and Dr. Meek was his name. And I came back for the next checkup, the follow-up check. I paid $148 for that first visit. And I came back the next time with a Gita. I had a plan. I'm going to give him a Gita, yeah. And ask for a $5 discount on the checkup fee and give him a Gita. So I offered the Gita to him and asked for a discount. He said, you'll be surprised by what I charge you. I went to the desk, it's a free charge, you see. So I got $148 for the Bhagavad Gita. So the point is, we want to let everybody to hear. Take every chance you have to tell people Hare Krishna, or give them a book. Take every opportunity, just every chance we have. Lord Chaitanya ordered us, Jari Dekata Kaha, Krishna Upadesh Samaragayo Guru, Hoyatari Desh. Whomever you meet, instruct them in the teachings of Krishna, and this is my order, you become Guru, and you deliver the people of this world. So, my dear devotees, my dear Prabhus, Matajis, the whole world right now is simply waiting to be awakened. They're having a nightmare. Every one of them is having a nightmare. Even the demigods and the heavenly planets is actually all nightmarish compared to the liberated position. Everyone is having a nightmare. They're just waiting and hoping that somebody will wake me up. Everybody wants to be awakened, actually. Actually, everybody throughout this material existence, the entire material existence, will desire right now to be awakened to pure Krishna consciousness. Every one of them. Even the microbial germs, everyone in their deepest, deepest heart is hankering to be awakened now to Krishna consciousness. So, what does that mean for us, the followers of Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya? We are meant to be instruments in this global, this universal spiritual awakening that's predicted to completely inundate the entire universe. And that we're meant to be instruments. So let us be fit instruments, becoming strict in our process of Krishna consciousness, no mixing in sense gratification. The doctor has the surgical scalpel, they call it. It has to be pure. It has to be purified, otherwise it may contaminate the patient. It has to be pure. Surgical scalpel has to be free of diseases, of bacteria and germs. Therefore it's sterilized. So we have to be sterilized instruments in the hands of the previous acharyas, Guru, Chaitanya. We have to be sterilized instruments by chanting Hare Krishna mantra sincerely, at least 16 rounds every day, avoiding the 10 offenses, avoiding illicit sex, meat-eating, intoxication, and gambling. And this might be pure instruments in the hands so that Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas can utilize us to bring about the complete transformation of this universal madness going on right now. Right now, the world is topsy-turvy, as Prabhupada said. It's upside down. So it's our duty to bring it right side up again. What is that saying? 'Tis folly to be wise in that place where ignorance is bliss. So that's difficulty right now. It's folly to be wise in that place where ignorance is bliss. So now we have to turn it around, you see. It's folly to be ignorance in that place where knowledge is bliss. We have to turn it around, you see. So we got our marching assignment, turn it around. Turn this whole damn mess around and bring the Chaitanya era in full flesh. I made an amazing thing recently in Prabhupada's books. It's a really inspiring thing. He explained how during Ram Raja there was no sickness, no disease, no old age. Nobody even died if they didn't want to die. Can you imagine? Death is voluntary. I don't feel like dying. Nobody even had symptoms of old age. There was no wheelchairs, glasses, hearing aids, canes. There was no symptoms of old age. And nobody even died if they didn't want to die. Can you imagine? It's an amazing atmosphere during Ram Raja. You think we can have it now in the Kali Yuga? What do you think? Prabhupada said, yes. We can have that same thing. We won't need the old folks' homes anymore. We won't need hospitals anymore. The doctors, we don't even need doctors anymore. You see? By this Sankirtan movement, you see. So let's be aggressive, y'all. Let's get out. Let's be in the mood of taking over the world for Prabhupada. Let's be aggressive. Yes, now we will take over the world for Prabhupada. You see. But we the Kshatriyas? No, we're the Prabhupada trained us as the Brahmanas. The Brahmins are the actual leaders, not the politicians, the warriors. The Brahmins are the actual leaders. One of my favorite morning walks is Los Angeles. Prabhupada is saying, now you take the leadership. He's telling us now, you take the leadership. He wants us to actually be the world leaders on this planet right now. So we have to become qualified to do that. Becoming very fixed, very knowledgeable, full of loving feelings towards Krishna and Vaishnavas and all living entities, even the little grasshopper or the ant. We have to have loving feelings towards all living beings and manifest this enthusiasm to be Krishna conscious and make the whole material world Krishna conscious. You see. If we have this mentality, we're going to have a good day every day. Whether we're sick, whether we're healthy, whether we're impoverished or wealthy, it won't matter. If we have this determination to be Krishna conscious and make the world Krishna conscious every day, even when our deathbed will be the blissful day. You see. Think Prabhupada wasn't blissful on his deathbed? No. Prabhupada was in a state of unlimited bliss in every situation, you see. So we have to learn from our beloved Srila Prabhupada how to always manifest that enthusiasm to be Krishna conscious and spread Krishna consciousness. His enthusiasm was amazing, amazing enthusiasm to bless us with Krishna consciousness. Such an austerity, taking all these hippies as his disciples, these wild hippies, he tamed us, you see. And it's just amazing the austerities that Prabhupada went through to make us these crazy hippies into Vaishnavas, you see. So we have to take that same mood of compassion and manifest it now. Let Prabhupada use us as his instruments, that through us his compassion can be fully manifest now for all suffering souls. Let us be instruments, you see. Let Prabhupada now, just like I was praying in the beginning, Prabhupada, now you kindly, I don't know anything, I'm just a fool sitting here in the Vyasa-san. Now kindly use me as an instrument for your preaching. I was praying like that in the very beginning as I was getting ready to speak. I was just praying, I was seeing Prabhupada within my mind's eye, visualizing him, and just begging him, please now use me as your instrument. I don't know anything, I'm just a fool, I don't know any verses, I have very little realization, I'm pretty contaminated in so many ways. But please, even though I'm totally unfit, use this unfit character to somehow purely represent your mercy and your compassion and your teachings to benefit the listeners here today in this class. So anyway, any questions? Any additions from my exalted God brothers? Yes. I'll try to hear you with my... Yeah. You may have to help me make out what he's saying.
Hare Krishna. So that desire to be instrumental for the Guru, is that, how can you stay humble and at the same time try to be ambitious to do something worthwhile for the spiritual master, but not being proud, thinking, oh, I have more ability than somebody else, I can do something more. Yeah. And what about just being maybe happy with morning prashad and chant my rounds and do a little something? Do we have to be so enthusiastic?
Do we have to be enthusiastic or just enough to take prasad and chant?
That to be what?
Take prasad and chant your round, do little service and be happy with what we have. Or we should be aggressive.
No, we can't be happy until the whole world's Krishna conscious. Till all these rascals are chanting and dancing in ecstasy, we have to be unhappy. That is a higher level of happiness. We can feel unhappy to see the fallen, suffering souls. That's a greater type of happiness. You understand? And how to be humble, that's the real trick. How to be humble when you're trying to take over the whole world. How to do that. That's why it's good to have association, you know. We have devotees who can chastise us around. It's good. That's why the Guru.
Shruta will keep me humble. You'll keep me humble. You'll keep me humble.
Yeah. Yeah, I need some godbrothers around to chastise me. See, tell me what a fool I am. It's very helpful to have, very good to have devotees to say that. It's sometimes said that your flatterer is your worst enemy and your chastiser is your best friend. So please give me, Krishna, please give me a lot of devotees who can scold me and chastise me.
I told him I'm his friend even though I chastise him regularly. I told him I'm his friend even though I chastise him, but he chastises me back, so I know he's my friend.
Yeah, we need chastisers. Yeah, we definitely need chastisers. Yeah, the one who chastises me is my best friend. Yes, best friend. Because we have, humility is the most important thing. If I'm not humble, then I'm not a suitable instrument. You see. To be a suitable instrument, I have to become, the more I'm humble, the more I'm empowered as an instrument. To act as an instrument, an agent of the spiritual master. So humility is very, 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 very essential. You should think I'm lower than that monkey stool out on the street.
Hare Krishna. So I just came back from Juhu. They had their 46th anniversary of the opening of the temple. And they did a drama of this boy. He was a thief, and the police arrested him. And when they arrested him, they took him to the police station, and there was a Back to Godhead magazine. And on the back of the magazine was a picture of Prabhupada. And you could see on Prabhupada's wrist a Rolex watch. So the thief thought, I'm going to go there, I want that watch. So when he got there, of course Prabhupada wasn't there, and the devotees told him, he'll be coming in a few days. If you want, you can stay in the ashram, but you have to follow the regulative principles, you have to chant 16 rounds. And he thought, well, it's worth it because I'm going to get a Rolex watch. So he did that for about a week or so, and of course he became more and more into that. And then Prabhupada came, and he still was thinking of the watch. And Prabhupada was sitting on the Vyasasan, and he looked at him, and he took his watch off. He said, you can have my watch. Of course, he didn't take it.
Wow.
That devotee, of course, we know he's Haridas. He started ITV there 50 years ago.
Wow.
His health is not very good right now. So they did this whole wonderful drama showing how he came to Krishna consciousness, you know, desiring to steal Prabhupada's watch. Instead, Prabhupada stole him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just like Prabhupada told that thief, you can take the jewels.
Yeah.
The same thing. Yes, you can take. Amazing. Thank you, Shudakirti Rupa, for giving that wonderful story, for that wonderful historical Leela for us. Very nice thing. Papa, you can take my watch. That's amazing. Wow. Really amazing. Anybody else got some more wonderful nectar to share with us? Hungry souls, hungry for nectar. Or some questions, or some arguments. If you have some doubts, I was taught in the old days, you must inquire until all your doubts are completely eradicated. If you have any doubts, please bring them out. We'll see if we can smash them. Anybody have any? There's something back here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for your class. I'm wondering how to balance enthusiasm in preaching with patience that's required.
Yeah.
I guess like
We have
we may
patience.
have big desire, like some strong desire to do a lot for Lord Chaitanya, but we also need to be patient with being purified. So how to balance the two?
So we have a huge desire to preach effectively, but at the same time, you need to have a patience. So how to balance it?
Yeah, patience, determination, and enthusiasm. Just like a book distributor, he wants to distribute books, but so many people say no, 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 no. You see, so you have to be patient and wait for that opportunity. Just like sometimes it's said in sales. What does it go? In sales, there's a slogan that applies to Krishna consciousness also. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. So you have to be like that, you know. Because, here I am stuffing. I have all these material desires. I have lust. I have anger. I have greed. I have madness, illusion, and envy. Here I am tortured with all this disease I've been carrying with me for millions and billions of lifetimes. I want to become a pure devotee who can see Krishna face to face, but yet I'm tortured by all this nonsense, dirt in my heart. Well, when you go to the doctor, what are you called? A patient. Because he can't cure you instantly with a pill. You have to be patient for the cure to work. So you have to have faith in the cure, and you have to keep taking the cure. Follow the doctor's instructions, my dear patient, and that day will come when you're fully healthy. So Prabhupada is our doctor, and we're the patients. The spiritual master is the doctor, and we're the patients. So you take the instructions, and you understand this process works for those who work the process. But it takes time for it to happen. You see? After millions and billions of lifetimes of trying to be the enjoyer of this material energy, to immediately get over it would be almost unthinkable, although it could happen. There's so much power in the holy names that even one pure utterance of Hare Krishna can actually totally liberate you. But how many of us can chant Hare Krishna with absolute purity right now? We're struggling to get our rounds done, you see? So we have to just keep trying. My dear Krishna, please bless me, I can become your pure devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You keep endeavoring and endeavoring and endeavoring. We know the example of our Siksha Guru, the little sparrow, right? She was patient. She was determined, I'm going to dry up that ocean and get my eggs back. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to, drop by drop, I'm going to dry up the whole ocean. We have to follow the footsteps of our Siksha Guru, the little sparrow. You see? And when we do that, who's going to help us? Garuda. Who's going to help us? The Guru and Guranga. If we have that determination of the little sparrow, then all the Vaishnava acharyas will shower their mercy upon us, and the magic will happen. That day will come. We'll be able to see Krishna directly, and we'll become empowered to turn this whole maddened material existence into a spiritual paradise. Does that help a little bit?
Thank you. Hare
Okay, we
Krishna.
have 4 minutes left before we adjourn. Have we got one more back here?
Hare Krishna. Srila Gurudev.
Another one here, okay.
So when a devotee introspects and understands about themselves that I still have lust, greed and anger within me. So I don't want it, but I realize that I still have it. So in that situations, I should meditate on it, and I should try to eradicate myself from this lust, greed or anger, or I should rather focus more on my services through which naturally it will go away.
Well, there's different ways. There's actually more than one way to skin a cat, they say. There's different ways that you can deal with it. Jamunacharya Albandru, how to deal with it? He would spit at it. When some lust he thought would come to his mane, he would spit at it. Because he previously was a king enjoying sex life with so many women, and sometimes those memories would come back and you spit at the damn thing. You see. So that's one way to deal with the contamination. Spit at it. Get out of my heart, you rascal thought. You can chant Hare Krishna. That works really well. You can also spit at the nonsense too. You chastise the nonsense thoughts comes. Get out of my heart, you rascal thought. I just want to chant Hare Krishna, and then go back to your chanting. So both things work. You can take short of the name. You can also chastise those things that interfere with your chanting of the name. Both things work. Both angles will work.
So
according to time, place, and circumstance. Do what works, you see. Whatever helps you to be, you can try this way and that way. There's different angles on the same process, but do whatever works in that particular moment that helps you get fixed back on the platform. Understand?
Yes, Gurudev. So basically in Krishna consciousness, it says that we cannot diminish anything, we can only dovetail all our old habits towards Krishna consciousness. So if say it is lust, so in a practical way, how can we dovetail lust into pure love?
You have to be, just like, you may not be a millionaire, but you can be a postman delivering $1 million cashier's check. You see? When the postman comes to give you $1 million cashier's check, you say, my dear postman, are you a millionaire? If you're not a millionaire, I don't want the check. No, we may be impure in so many ways, but if we act sincerely and honestly on behalf of the Guru and Guranga, then their mercy can act through us. It's like I'm a fallen soul up here sitting in the Vyasa-sam, but by sincerely trying my best to represent the acharyas, they can act through me, you see, in that way.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev.
Do we end at 9 abruptly? All right, one more. The president says one more. Allow.
Thank you for your class. Is Mucukunda Prabhu represent only lust, or did he represent some other anarthas? This demon?
Mucukunda is representing lust or some other anarthas.
You can read the chapter and see.
Sure.
Actually, these demons represent all this nonsense. Because we have demons sitting in our heart. We have Mucukunda sitting in our heart. So we want Krishna to come and kill this demon, this Mucukunda. My dear Krishna, please come and kill the Mucukunda in my heart. You see, we all have this nonsense: laziness, craziness, lust, anger. All this Mucukunda is sitting within us. Krishna, my dear Krishna, come and kill this Mucukunda. Deliver me from this hellish nightmare. Okay? Is that it? Okay? Become chanting Krishna. Get out there and save the world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He went dead.